What the hell has happened now? This is just getting ridiculous. Can you guys hear me? Am I live? Are we working? What is going on? So, breaking news. This comes from Sean Ross Sapp, who is a very, very reliable source of information. He has just confirmed the following have been released. Braun Strowman, former Universal Champion, was he in the main event at WrestleMania? I think he might have been, when he beat Goldberg. Aleister Black, who's only just come back. Ruby Riott, so that only leaves Liv Morgan, the only remaining member of the Riott squad. Lana is gone. Santana Garrett, I think she was in NXT, and Buddy Murphy. Now, somebody just said WWE's confirmed it, so let's check. This is it. Confirmed. This is... Braun Strowman, Aleister Black, Lana, Murphy, Ruby Riott, Santana. Why? What? I don't understand. Like, why do you spend so much time, money, effort building up these people to then release them? Like, how much time have they invested in Braun Strowman? He's a main event guy. You know, he's been in main events of many pay-per-views, and then he's released. This is... It's backwards. Like, it's just so... It's like anti-business. WWE is supposed to be the best wrestling company in the world, but this to me is going against a business model. You know, you spend money, time, building these people to make you money, and then you release them. Like, is there going to be any more? WrestleVotes says the releases of Strowman and Aleister Black surprised me for a number of reasons, considering both were well liked, considered for big roles. Yeah, Strowman beat Shane McMahon at WrestleMania just 3 months ago. How is he now released? What's causing this? Like, they've got the money. Do not tell me they don't have the money, because they are swimming in money. This is bonkers. Vince McMahon has lost his mind. Like, seriously. Seriously. Aleister Black. There was so much you could have done with him. So much you could have done with Aleister Black. And apparently, I think Aleister Black actually... how do you spell his name? I always forget how to spell it. Aleister Black. I think he actually tweeted. He said, I'm gathering my thoughts as this was a complete left field for me. As obviously we just started the Dark Father character. Yeah, he's just come back with a brand new character. But this was it. Thank you so much, WWE Universe, for allowing me to create and give you a small bits of myself. He didn't even see this coming. This came out of nowhere. Literally out of nowhere. Braun Strowman. He hasn't said anything yet. Murphy. Let's see what's Murphy. Has he said anything? I mean, if it's just happened, then a lot of these superstars are still processing the thoughts, all of that stuff. I'm still processing it, and I'm just a fan. Eli says, I want to swear right now. Eli, this is... I mean, if you're going to swear, this is the perfect time to do it. This is unbelievable. Welcome to The Flea. Just joined. Thank you very much. I mean... Hunter, yeah, mad about Aleister Black getting released. Has WWE updated their roster page already? Let's have a look. How fast are they on their website? I've said it before. All they do, they just sweep you to the side and wait for the next group of people to come along. So we've got... is Braun gone? No, he's still there. He's still on the page, so they're not that quick. But this is... I just don't get it. I just don't get it. Ubaid says no more Riott Squad. Exactly. The only one left is Liv Morgan. And she's got to be worried as well. I mean, WWE hasn't done anything with her for years. They did that thing with Lana and Lashley. That was a waste of time. Black returned for nothing. Exactly. He returned just to get released a couple of weeks later. Like, I don't even know what to say, guys. Obviously, I don't know anyone in WWE, but it just... I'm just a fan, as most of you guys are as well. Some of these names, Braun Strowman, Aleister Black, the biggest surprises. Lana... Murphy, Santana Garrett. But the only silver lining is that in 2021, there's a lot of places these people can go. There's a lot of companies that are now paying good money, that are now hiring wrestlers. New Japan, Ring of Honor, they've got money. MLW, Impact, of course AEW. You can start all the AEW jokes right now. But this is... I mean, we're still waiting for the last group of people. We haven't seen them yet. You know, we haven't seen Iconics. We haven't seen Andrade. We haven't seen all these people. They're still waiting for their 90 days to be up. But why would you bring someone... If they're going to release Aleister Black, don't bring him back, do all the book stuff, and then release him. Like, just goes to show that WWE is not planning... They're not even planning next week. They're not even planning tomorrow. Not forget about months at a time. They're thinking about today and today only. This is... Yeah, why these superstars? Vince McMahon just must look at a list and be like, no, don't need. I thought Braun Strowman was going to be there for a long time. He's the biggest name, let's be honest. He's Universal Champion. He beat Goldberg. Unbelievable. Samoa Joe as well. Still waiting for him to show up somewhere. And you've got to think, WWE, they're going to get fans back in July. So, when you're in front of fans, you want names that are big, recognisable. Aleister Black would have been a hugely popular star in front of fans. Braun Strowman, always going to get fan reaction. Murphy, awesome wrestler. Lana, okay, not the greatest wrestler, but You can see on her Instagram, she knows how to get business. She knows how to bring in endorsements, business opportunities. I'm gobsmacked. Is this going to be it? Are we going to get anyone else? SmackDown has 7 women's competitors left. 7. The good thing is that these people, these superstars, they now have a name. So, Braun Strowman, he's going to be fine. Aleister Black, he's going to be fine. Lana, she's probably going to join up with Miro. Or she's just going to be an Instagram model. Because I'm sure Lana probably earns more money from Instagram than she does WWE. That's just a speculation. But, you know, these Instagram people earn a lot of money these days. Who else was on the list? Murphy. He's perfect for New Japan. You know, New Japan, they love wrestlers, people that can go in the ring. Murphy, he's made for New Japan, I would say. Ruby Riott, she's got a great look. To me, that says Impact Wrestling. But you got to think, AEW, they need to strengthen their women's roster. Britt Baker just won the title. Britt Baker versus Ruby Riott. Britt Baker versus Santana Garrett. Britt Baker versus Lana. Just, why not? And AEW doesn't even need to sign all these people. They can bring them in just for one show, one pay-per-view. That's what they did with Zack Ryder. Zack Ryder came in, did 2 shows, and then he left. So that's the cool... Look at Lio Rush. Lio Rush is doing it perfectly. Lio Rush has worked in AEW, New Japan, MLW. Lio Rush can work anywhere. And so can all of these wrestlers. It depends on what they sign. But think about the opportunities these superstars now have. Braun Strowman versus Evil in New Japan. 2 huge dudes. Braun Strowman versus Wardlow in AEW. Braun Strowman versus Moose. Impact Wrestling. It might look bleak. It might look like, you know, that there's no light at the end of the tunnel, but there is light at the end of the tunnel. All of these superstars, all of these names have now got probably more opportunity to show who they really are. The cream always rises to the top. Sean Pierce says Braun was doing fine. Yeah, like I just said, like Sean Ross Sapp said. Or was it WrestleVotes? WrestleVotes said Braun Strowman just beat Shane McMahon at WrestleMania. Shane McMahon. That's a big name. I know some of you guys hate Shane McMahon, but he's a big name. He is a McMahon. He's part of the family. He is WWE in his blood. And Braun Strowman beat him in a cage match. That's a big match. Braun Strowman, Lance Archer. Exactly. Braun Strowman, Miro. You can do that now. They've got a lot of opportunities outside WWE to raise their stake, raise their name, and maybe in a few years they can do a Drew McIntyre. You know, build up their stock, build up their resume, and then come back in a few years' time. Saish says, true, Murphy is gold for New Japan. Yeah, I think he's a lock for New Japan. Murphy did steal a lot of Kenny Omega's moves, so I'm sure that he can go there and he can go and work with everyone in New Japan and have some awesome matches. There you go. Josiah just said Murphy versus Omega. Who's got the best V-trigger? We will find out. I think that might be it. I don't think we're going to see any more a disgrace. There you go. Stylers clash. Let's see what some of these people are saying. A lot of wrestling fans want to do this to WWE. Yep. There's CM Punk. Oh yeah. Remember this? We're going to give you what you want. Who asked for this? Who asked for Aleister Black to be released? Just everyone is just in complete shock right now. I thought we were done. You know? I thought that we were every April WWE does a spring cleaning. But now they've just done it again out of nowhere. Vince is trending. There you go. Vince McMahon is trending in the UK. Trending. Let's have a look. Braun is trending number 2. Tommy End. That's what he's going to go. That's his... He's already changed his name. There you go. Tommy End. Welcome back, Tommy End. Aleister Black's name before he came to WWE. So that means Miro and Lana, Rusev and Lana, both gone. Zelina Vega and Aleister Black, both gone. Like, they could have brought in Zelina Vega to be his manager. I mean, they're a real life couple. I think they're married. So that would have been cool. Zelina Vega, Aleister Black. I want to see that. Maxime with an excellent point. Braun Strowman is the first Universal Champion to have been released. True. Mini King says, this is devastating. Sean says they're trying to bankrupt AEW. KTP, Aleister Black suits him well. It does. But what can they do? That's... WWE owns that name. That's part of the contract. The list of releases, yes. The list of releases are, if you've just joined, Braun Strowman, Aleister Black, Lana, Murphy, Ruby Riott, Santana Garrett. There we go. Yeah. I can't get my head around Braun. Because he wasn't a name before WWE. WWE has built him from nothing. He wasn't doing indies. He wasn't in Impact. WWE took Braun Strowman from a powerlifter, a strongman, and they turned him into a superstar. How many years has he been in WWE? How much time and money have you put into Braun Strowman? And just, nope, gone, finished. You could have him join Bray Wyatt in the Funhouse. You could have him do another tag team. You know, him versus Omos. There's so many things you can do with a giant the size of Braun Strowman. Have him do comedy if you want. Go back to the monster flipping things. But apparently they've got nothing for him. You know, the old creatives got nothing for you. That old chestnut. Zach's World says he's been in WWE for 5 years. I thought it was longer than that because he was in the original Wyatt family. He was in WWE. He signed in 2013. He debuted 2015. So yeah, 6. He's been on TV for 6 years. He's been signed for 8 years. That's a long time. That is a long time. 8 years. But like I said, Braun, he's now got street cred. You know, when you leave WWE, you've made a name for yourself. You've got followers. You've got a fan base. I'll see if I always forget how to spell his name. Aleister. Oh no, it's Tommy End now. Tommy End. Okay, we haven't checked other people. We haven't checked Lana. See, I thought WWE loved Lana. She was on Total Divas. She was all over the place. So yeah, that's the end of Lana and Naomi. That's over now. Murphy. Let's check Murphy. So they've now got to change all their handles as well. They can't be WWE Murphy anymore. Nothing from him yet. Ruby Riott. So Liv Morgan has seen both of her best friends leave. That must be hard. Yeah, nothing from Ruby. And the final one, Santana Garrett. Santana. Does she even have Twitter? Is that her? Hello. Keep it PG, please. Yeah, so she's said nothing yet. Oh my word. Liv Morgan, sole survivor of the Riott Squad. I wouldn't be surprised if she's let go. WWE hasn't done anything with Liv Morgan for a long time. I feel like she could do better outside WWE. It's just, if WWE aren't going to do anything with you, like Aleister Black, well, like Ruby Riott, if they're not going to do anything, leave WWE and prove to them, show to Vince what he missed out on. That's my message to these superstars. Go and show how WWE messed up by letting you go. And then you'll be the one feeling awesome when they come crawling back, calling you, saying, hey, we've seen what you've done, we want to bring you back, and we want to pay you even more money. And people, I remember a couple of years ago, people said Kenny Omega, the Young Bucks, was stupid for not going to WWE. Well, can you imagine the Young Bucks? They would have been doing dancing and comedy by now. Kenny Omega would have been jobbing out to Drew McIntyre every week. WWE is not everything. Of course, it's the biggest show in town, but it's not everything. Wrestling is bigger. Wrestling is more than just WWE. KTP says now we don't have any other women's tag teams other than Tamina and Natalia. I mean, is WWE going to bring up loads of NXT talent? What's going to happen? They've just completely wiped out a lot of their mid-card. I don't know. They must be planning something. Like, what's their goal with this? Eli says it how it is. There we go. Kyle, yeah, that's what I said on the stream earlier. Braun Strowman versus Wardlow. Braun Strowman versus Ishii in New Japan. If you follow Ishii, if you know about that, if you know about him, sorry. Braun Strowman versus Jake Paul. The possibilities are endless. Hunter says this is not epic. Sarah, what happened? So if you've just joined, WWE has released Braun Strowman, Aleister Black, Lana, Murphy, Ruby Riott, and Santana Garrett have been released from WWE. Their goal is to get people talking. Do you think this will make more people tune in to Raw and SmackDown? I don't know. People saying look at Instagram. Whose Instagram should I be looking at? Kip, look at Insta, look at Insta. What am I supposed to be looking at? It's a publicity stunt. I don't know. Whose Instagram am I supposed to be looking at? Santana Garrett. Santana. Look at Lana's Instagram. Hang on. My phone's decided not to load. There's nothing on Lana's. Santana Garrett. She just put a picture of her dog that says hot dog. Liv Morgan. Santana said, thank you, WWE. I must have missed that. Santana posted on Instagram. Let's see if I can find that. Santana Garrett. Oh, here we go. Yeah, she did. She said, "Thank you, WWE. Peace, love, and headband power." What can I say? Alexa Bliss just tweeted. Alexa Bliss said, "Terrible, heartbroken." Because she used to be engaged to Murphy. They were going to be married at one point in real life. What's Bray thinking? Because Bray Wyatt is very close to Braun Strowman. He's not much of a tweeter, but he must be feeling pretty peed off right now. John says might be because of live shows returning. Like I said earlier, you might have missed it. I said that live shows are coming back. Surely you want people that are popular, that are recognizable. Braun Strowman, Aleister Black, big names. They're going to get reactions from the crowd. Like, no offense to General Aziz, but I don't think the crowd is going to go crazy for his entrance. You know, I don't think the crowd's going to go crazy for. Who's a good example? Like Angel Gaza. Yeah, he's fine. He's cool. But is the crowd going to go crazy for Angel Gaza? Or would the crowd go crazy for Aleister Black? Yeah. Very, very confusing. What if this is part of a storyline? I don't think WWE do those kind of storylines. If they do, it's kind of like the CM Punk storyline when he left with the WWE title in 2011. They don't usually post things like this. This is like official released. This is how they do it. This is how they release people. Wolf Gamer, what's going on? Shy Guy, you've just joined in the middle of a SHIT storm. Things are going down. WWE releases Braun Strowman, Aleister Black, Lana, Murphy, Ruby Riott, Santana Garrett. For some reason. Eva Marie is trending. Yeah, people keep saying they keep Eva Marie, but they let everyone else go. Eva Marie is like the go-to name. Whenever this has happened, the last 2 or 3 times. I wonder if this is the most superstars WWE has ever released in 1 year. It's got to be getting close because we've had a lot of names this year. We've had Lars Sullivan, Samoa Joe, Andrade. I can't even remember everyone that's been released. There's just been so many. Iconics. Mini King says, I don't think it's fair to bring Eva into this. True. True. Like, she hasn't done anything wrong. You know, WWE wanted to bring her back. That's their choice to do that. She wanted to come back. That's her choice. Extreme Mix. It is messed up. It is very messed up. But apparently this is the new normal. WWE just releases people whenever they want, whoever they don't want, I should say. Sean says Strowman will be huge in Japan. He could be. They do like their big foreigners. Because, of course, Brock Lesnar used to be New Japan champion at one point. Josh, Liv Morgan is not released. The only people released are these 6 names. That's all so far. Check out Renee's tweet. Renee Young. Or Renee Paquette. She said, "What a horrible mismanagement of some really talented people." She's not wrong. She's not wrong. Ah, God. Elias is not released. No, there's only 6. Why was Miro trending? Miro's trending because he's married to Lana. Why is Big E trending? Yeah, Miro is trending. Has he said anything? No, not yet. But now we do get a Miro Lana reunion, so Tony Khan, pick up your phone, start making moves. You've got a lot of people to choose from. The amount of people that are now free agents is ridiculous. You could start a wrestling promotion with Samoa Joe, Braun Strowman, Andrade. There's a lot of top names that are currently not signed anywhere. Seth Rollins has responded. Is that true? Wow. Today it makes me feel heartbroken. Heartbroken Seth Rollins. Why Black and Strowman released? I have no idea. I have no clue. Is it trending number 1 yet? Braun, trending number 1 in the UK. Tommy End, number 4. That just goes to show how big this is. You know, people say wrestling is dying, but trending number 1, Braun Strowman, because he got released. Wrestling is alive and well, people. That means a lot of people care. A lot of people talking about this. Has Sean Ross Sapp got any more information? Every one of these people will be fine. That's true. Matt Cardona, he's been there. He's done it. Everyone will be fine. Work hard. Be you. Be successful. Be your own boss. Have fun. Exactly. You can do whatever you want to do. If you want to start a business selling coffee, do it. If you want to become a streamer, now you can do it. There's no restrictions to what you can do. You're free Be whatever you want to be. Whoa, that's big. Talent are speculating about a sale. So the superstars are talking about WWE possibly being sold. That would be insane. Vince has owned WWE for 40, 50, 60 years. I don't know how long. A long freaking time. What does that mean? Eli. That means somebody could come along and possibly buy WWE. Maybe Disney could buy WWE. Maybe Fox could buy WWE. Maybe... Well, I can't buy WWE, but some other... Bill Gates. Yeah, even Sean's saying the only way I can rationalize the kind of cuts is for an eventual sale. Several of these people signed big contracts before the pandemic when WWE were in talent hoarding, locking them up for years. Are they preparing for a sale? Is that what they're doing? Guys, we should all, everybody join in together. We can buy WWE. WWE on Disney Plus. It's going to happen one day. One of these huge companies is going to take over the world. You know, is it going to be Amazon? Is it going to be Disney? Is it going to be Microsoft? You know, all of these companies like getting bigger and bigger and bigger. And they just want to keep getting more companies, more stock. Has Big E said something? Because he was trending. Nothing today, no. Is it going to be YouTube? Google? Maybe Google can buy WWE. I'd be okay with that. You know, YouTube owning WWE. And then maybe I can get a job at WWE. I've got a good connection with Google, being a YouTuber. Rachel Knight Online, thank you for the super chat, says check Alexa's Twitter. We did do that a few minutes ago. She said heartbroken or something. Yeah, terrible. Terrible. And what was the other one? Stone Cold. I will do that. Steve Austin. He has not said anything. Chris Jericho, has he said anything yet? He's usually got a big mouth. No, not yet. Foley? What everyone should do is go to Vince's Twitter and just be like, what are you doing? This is what we're going to do. That's what I'm doing. The only women's tag teams are Mandy and Dana, Tamina and Natty, Nia and Shayna. Yeah, WWE just destroying their own roster from within. What day are we on? We're on Wednesday. So they've done this strategically. They haven't done it on Monday, Raw. They haven't done it on Tuesday, NXT. They haven't done it on Friday, SmackDown. They've done it in between. So hopefully they're thinking this is going to die down before SmackDown. And if there were fans, they are lucky they're still in the Thunderdome. Because if there were fans in attendance, they would be chanting Strowman. They would be chanting Aleister Black. So they are lucky to be in the Thunderdome right now. So many retweets, so many. I'm not going to say that, but you can read it for yourself. It is Dynamite Day. So I wonder if anyone on AEW will mention this. Maybe Chris Jericho will say something. What if Warner Brothers brought WWE? Is there something bad about Warner Brothers? I'm not too sure. I just know all of these huge businesses are yeah, they're buying everything. Mini King says, "I'm so over this. This is what they do now. This is WWE's new way of doing things." Omos is just here to replace Braun. From what I've seen, and I don't want to be disrespectful, but from what I've seen, Braun Strowman is a lot better big man than Omos. Maybe Omos can grow and learn, but the way Omos moves is not as... He doesn't move as well as Braun Strowman. Braun Strowman, for a big man, for a man his size, he can move pretty well. Omos, I don't think he has the same athleticism. Let's Go says, "I'm speechless." What can I say? What if Tony Khan bought WWE? I mean, his dad is richer than Vince, so anything's possible. Oh, AEW isn't on tonight. That's a good point, Curtis. They're on Friday, so that's true. Search Andrew Zarian. Andrew Zarian. I agree, Liam. Andrew Zarian. This guy. I think I've heard his name before. He says, "More to come." Today? Or Some of these names are people who are looking to get released. So some of these people maybe wanted to be released. I'm pretty sure Aleister Black wanted to be released a few months ago. But that is interesting, guys. That is interesting. More to come. So what do? Do we just sit and wait? Do we... I mean, if you're a wrestler, you just... What are you doing? Waiting for your phone to ring and then you get told that you've been let go? Check Nakamura. Nothing from Shinsuke. But yeah, if this guy is to be believed, there's more to come. What does this guy say? Brian Alvarez. He has said nothing. What does everybody's favorite wrestling journalist say? Dave Meltzer. So he retweeted. People keep talking about this sale. Maybe this thing about a sale is gaining some steam. It's been talked about ever since UFC got sold. They literally just shot the Aleister Black Big E angle. That tells you this was not thought about for any length of time. He doesn't think that Zelina Vega's signed. And that's all he's got. I'm starting to think this thing about a sale is that a thing? Are we going to see WWE be sold? Shane! Give us some answers. I feel like Shane is the most down-to-earth McMahon out of all of them. I feel like Vince has lost his mind. Stephanie is she's too wrapped up in WWE. Linda... Let's not even go there. Shane, come and sort your dad out. Come and get your dad. So take him to a home or something. Aleister couldn't have let us release because he said it was totally out of left field. But he might have... Mini King. With a perfect gif right there. He might have asked for a release, last year. And WWE has maybe got a list of people and said, okay, you asked for a release 8 months ago. Now you've got it. WWE can be very petty. Remember that. They can do very petty things. But I'm just thinking, is there going to be more? Shinsuke is not released, no. Check Dolph's Twitter. Dolph Ziggler says nothing. I know. 9 minutes ago, he's talking about Taco Tuesday, so he doesn't care. Dolph Ziggler has no F's to give. Dylan, yeah. So you can tell some of these superstars are preparing for life after WWE because she's got Lana in quote marks. So she's saying her name is CJ Perry. That's what she wants to be known as. Lana is just her stage name. Go to tweets and replies on Dolph Ziggler. He said, please unfollow. If WWE call you, don't pick up. It's true. If WWE are calling you today, it's probably only for one reason. And it's not to give you a raise. Let me tell you that. What is Vince doing? I don't think he took his pills this morning. That's the only explanation. He forgot his pills and he's just gone on a rampage. Am I sweating? Look at that. Even I'm getting hot. And I don't even work there. Facebook bought WWE. Remember the mixed match challenge? That didn't work, did it? I don't think Facebook are gonna be interested in WWE. I mean, they tried doing something together, didn't work. Braun Strowman 2 weeks ago. WrestleMania Backlash. Things change very, very quickly. Who was on that show? WrestleMania Backlash. My memory is terrible. I apologize. My memory is like the worst. Sheamus, Ricochet, Rhea, Asuka, Charlotte, Priest, Miz. So Strowman was the only one that was on that show. But WrestleMania, we had Ruby Riott was on the show. Braun, of course, he beat Shane McMahon. Yeah. Angelo Dawkins. Somebody said to check him. JKW Figs. Why did they build up Aleister just to release? That's the question. It makes no sense. Check Xavier Woods. Yeah, if you guys see anything on Twitter, let me know. You can tag me. You can put it in the chat. Why is WWE Championship? Yeah, he was just in the championship match. Like, why? What's the point? Seems like Sean Ross Sapp is the most on top of things at the moment. So if you guys want to get up-to-date news, information, he seems to be the go-to guy. He broke this before WWE even broke it, so he is on top of things. But talking about a sale, that's huge. That is huge. Liv tweeted, is that true? Whoever is lucky enough to get Heidi Lovelace on their roster, you win. So Heidi Lovelace, I believe that is Ruby Riott's name before she came to WWE. So Heidi Lovelace. So we're gonna have Tommy End, Heidi Lovelace. I don't know what Braun's gonna be called, because his real name is Adam Scher. So at least we know Tommy End's coming back. Heidi Lovelace. So forget Ruby Riott. She's done. Heidi Lovelace. Thank you for tagging me in that. That is... I mean, that wouldn't surprise me at this point. Everything's going down. We never got a updated Braun action figure. If he goes to AEW, they're doing a lot of action figures at the moment. Tommy End is Aleister Black. So if you look, he's already changed his name on Twitter. He just needs to work out. He needs to talk to Twitter, because apparently if you change your handle, your Twitter handle, you lose your blue tick. So Twitter's going to be busy today. Twitter is going to be getting a lot of messages from these superstars saying, hey, I want to change my handle. I don't want to lose my tick. Sort me out. There you go. Thank you very much, Jay, for the tag. Evil Uno is not happy about anyone losing their job. You shouldn't be either. The man speaks truth. If Disney buys WWE and we see this, I'm done. To be honest, it might make things more interesting, you know? If we get Goofy versus Roman Reigns, it might make things a bit more exciting. If we get Cinderella versus Charlotte, Queen versus Princess, I'd watch. I'd want to see who wins that match. Hello, big dog. What do you think about this? What do you think's going on? Come on. Up. Up. Imagine Disney buys WWE and makes Mickey the one to dethrone Roman. Today's AJ Styles' birthday. Wow. That's the thing. If something bad happens on your birthday, nothing you can do. Get off. Jay says, I heard NXT UK is next. Anything is possible at this point. Do we believe this? Mini King? This guy says Liv Morgan, Keith Lee, Angel Gaza, Humberto. I don't know. We have to wait and see. I don't know this Joe guy, so I don't know how. I mean, he's only got 200 followers, so I don't know if that's credible or not. There's Billy Kay saying speechless. Like I said, the Iconics, they're still waiting to debut somewhere else. If you guys remember 2001 when Shane bought WCW. WWE has come to terms on the release of the WWE Universe. That's true. That's true. So the 2K team, WWE 2K, they're making all these models of the wrestlers, and then WWE goes and releases a bunch of them. So all of that work just goes down the toilet. Daniel Bryan. He's not much of a tweeter. He last tweeted in February. So check Sean again. He's the man right now. He is. Everyone's looking at his Twitter. Let's check this. Yeah, he's not got anything new at the moment. Check Peyton. Peyton Royce. Cassie Lee. Oh, there you go. Cassie Lee versus Heidi Lovelace. Peyton Royce versus Ruby Riott. You can do it again. Yeah, that sums up pretty much everyone's reaction. The only way to keep your job. Sasha Banks has got it right. Sasha Banks is, well, I thought Braun Strowman would be safe, but apparently not. Triple H won't have said anything. I'm very sure of that. They all stay quiet when these things happen. Alright, guys. I think we're going to end the stream. We've been live for an hour and 10 minutes. If anything else happens, if anyone else gets released, We might come back on a stream. Who knows? If you're new here, please subscribe if you like wrestling content. Hit the like button. I know it's not a day to like, but if you could hit the like button, that would be awesome. And hopefully there's no more releases, but if there is, I guess we'll be back. Thanks for watching, and this sucks. But it's not the end of the road. Braun, Aleister Black, Lana, Murphy, Ruby Riott, Santana Garrett. This is the start of the next chapter. So we look forward to seeing where all of you go. Guys, thanks for watching. See you next time. Hopefully with some better news than this.